wrangle up two guest co-hosts this morning. I have Frank Sykes hanging out with me, Duncan Cannon. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
New phone, who dis?
Oh, man. Hold on. Talk again?
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Your mic's not working.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, let's rotate mics.
We'll figure you out in just a second. Yeah.
Let's rotate mics. Here you go.
Here, do this one.
Check
Actually,
1, 2.
There we go.
New mic, who dis?
There you go. Who dis? There we go. See, this is the importance of checking things before you go on the air. But
Check 1, 2.
I'm just not in that place today. You guys are lucky I'm not projectile vomiting on you, so you're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday was not a great day.
Yeah.
She watched our podcast and it made her sick.
That's
I
right.
did. They have a podcast. It's called Frank and the Hopper?
Yeah, Jobber.
Jobber. I was right. I don't know why I had Hopper in my head.
Yeah, everyone gets confused about that. Jobber is a wrestling term for the guy who loses all the time.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah, I'm a
Duncan's
wrestler.
So you're the jobber.
Yeah, I'm the jobber.
Are you literally, or are you just like, that's a self-deprecating statement to win?
Well, I think it goes deeper than just wrestling, like hard times hit us, Hard times always end up
Just
hitting
trying not
us.
to say that's what she said 500 times right now, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so you're not always the jobber.
I'm not always the jobber.
Okay, but I just learned a new term today, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that.
I guess we'll just call it the underdog. I think that'll be a better way to describe it.
No, I think you just taught many people many things.
Oh, yeah.
And now they can impress their friends, family, and coworkers with this piece of information.
That's right. Pop the boys.
There we go. Do what?
Oh, that's another wrestling term. Though.
What does this mean?
Wrestling stuff.
I mean,
Let me get a pen.
Yeah, it means make your friends laugh.
Pop the boys.
Pop the boys.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm using that now too. Thank you so much for all this cool slang.
All right.
Even when I try to look cooler, I just look way less cooler.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing battle.
Yeah.
I was so upset yesterday. It was my favorite day of the year, and I was sick for it. And that's what I get. I don't know why that's what I get, but I just feel like I do deserve these things in life.
Yeah.
Is that why you're still wearing Halloween makeup?
Yes, I am. Hey, I don't have Halloween makeup on. This is my I've worked really hard on not sleeping for those bags under my eyes. Thank you very much. That is dedication and that is effort. That is stress and a lack of Xanax.
I just want to let everyone know that I grossly miscalculated how long it took me to get to this radio station. I had to sit outside for like an hour by myself.
It's kind of dark around here. There's not a lot of lights.
No.
Hey, but I do want to say that I did check out the van you guys are giving away today. It's pretty sweet.
You excited about this?
Yeah.
Somebody pay him. Look what a good job he just did
he's
bringing
so
this
good.
up. Dude,
No. I'm being legit. Like, I have a 90s van, and I love it. And I was a little jealous of that one. I was like, hey.
No, I'm honestly a little mad because I said a couple weeks ago to a coworker, I said, I want to drive this thing around. I said, if they let me have it, I work here. Like, wouldn't that be the greatest promotion ever? Like, I drive a K-Bay van around regularly.
Oh, yeah, and you can throw a mattress in and sleep in it.
Plus, I don't have to have a house anymore.
Yeah.
You could live inside. I literally, legitimately want a van that I can live inside of so I could travel around.
Live off the grid.
Duncan lives in a van down by the river. And we're kind of a David Spade, Chris Farley thing.
I love it. Okay, this is immediately what popped up into my head.
Yeah. Frank looks like David Spade if he was terminally ill.
This is such a loving relationship you guys have. It's beautiful.
Duncan looks like Chris Farley if he made minimum wage.
Oh, this is so great. I'm just going to turn my microphone off. This is beautiful. I never get entertainment like this.
Oh, yeah.
They lock me in here by myself all the time, and they're just like, have at it.
We're just a bunch of nerds.
And
just a bunch of nerds.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Join the club. No, but it is nice. How would you describe that color, Frank, of the van that we have that we're giving away today in the 8 o'clock hour?
Well, at 4 in the morning, it looked kind of a peachy looking color.
What is chartreuse? Is that a color that's close to that?
No.
Oh, what is chartreuse?
Chartreuse is like a green, isn't it?
Oh, never mind.
Spell chartreuse, I'll give you $100.
CHARTRUCE.
I don't have $100.
I won the spelling bee. I won the local spelling bee in 4th grade.
Yes.
And then I lost the state spelling bee to the principal's daughter. And ever since then, I had like this unbridled hatred for her, even in like high school. In the back of my head, I was just like, man.
Good. I'm glad. You know, people are always on about forgive and forget, move on from things. I'm not that I hold a grudge like you wouldn't believe. I will stay mad at you. There's no forgiveness in my heart. Yeah. Why should I forgive somebody who did something so terrible to me? And that's the same thing that happened one time, because I'm built like an infant giraffe. Everybody's like, oh, you should be a model. But I have no modeling abilities. I have too many chins to be a model, and I have no grace. So these are like, I feel like, key points in being a model. So one time, in doing pageants and stuff, one time I did a pageant, and I came in as a runner-up, and I didn't win. So I said, forget it. I'll never do another one again because I didn't win.
So just second place, first loser kind of thing? Or?
Yeah. It didn't make me feel good. Everybody's like, but you're a runner-up. You got the first runner-up. That's great. And I'm like, no, it's not. I should have won.
You could be like a hand model. You have nice hands.
A hand model.
You could be like, yeah.
Right?
I mean, just forget the face and everything else. You could just that's still modeling.
Yeah. Like a calf model. Look at these knee socks. If you need some knee socks modeled, sign me up.
Look at them ankles.
Hey, in some countries that means you're married. Okay?
I know.
You see somebody else's ankles.
Oh yeah.
That is like pornographic. So I actually do have the winner in my hot little hands of who has already won this fan.
Oh,
I think we should show up to their house with it.
I'll totally do it.
Oh wow.
Without their consent. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that sounds.
What y'all doing?
That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. I think we should deliver it to them. Put a big bow on it kind of situation.
Yeah.
That's
and
what they do with
Publishers Clearinghouse.
But see, I have this thing. If they don't say thank you, we just leave.
We just take the.
If they're not totally ecstatic about it, we'll give it to somebody that needs it. We'll be like, you don't need this.
No, if you're not jumping up and down like over the moon excited about it, you're undeserving.
I have a story that's similar, in the same vein of talking about an old van.
Gather around the fire, children.
Oh, yeah.
It's story time.
Gather around.
Gather around that red light
story. The other day, I drive an El Camino too, and I drove my El Camino.
Stupidest cars ever.
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
a
kidding.
crook.
I love El Caminos.
So
it's a crook.
I don't care. I'm not even sure if I like you yet. So
the jury is out. That's what everybody says.
I drove my El Camino and this dude was hating on me at the gas station. He was like driving my El Camino and tried to get like people to rally behind him. He was like, "That's the dumbest thing." And then the dude took off walking. He didn't even have a car.
Yes.
And he's not walking for exercise because this was the middle of Brantley County, so he's not anywhere near anything.
It's not like he had on like a power walking suit.
Right.
He didn't have the windbreaker.
He didn't have a tracksuit on.
No.
And this dude's clowning on me and he's walking, so it's like,
he's pushing them hush puppies while you got the Elko.
Yeah, man. I went and picked his mom up.
He had the Heel Toe Express, gave her a piggyback ride to the Piggly Wiggly. Let's go,
the
Mom.
Hoggly Woggly.
I want to know who thought of the name for that grocery store. I think that's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, yeah, Piggly Wiggly?
/ the most redneck thing I've ever heard in my life.
It was the 20s. It was different times.
Yeah. Way different times.
Way different times. You know what I've discovered, though, in life is the people who hate on you the most, well, they might really just hate you.
Yeah.
But they're usually it's like that childhood thing that some people never grow out of, that are going to be so ungodly mean to you or rude to you about something because they're peanut butter and jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. And, sometimes you got to be Dunyan rings with it, See, you did a food thing and I wanted to do a food thing.
Dunyan rings.
I'm so Dunyan rings.
You're so. My favorite thing to say is your Denzel Washington.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's classic.
It's a good one.
Have you not heard this one?
No.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm actually kind of old, so I'm behind the times.
Yeah, describe old.
Okay, well, wait. Oh, go ahead.
He looks 27. Like, is he 27? Is he 42? We'll never know.
You're not 42 years old.
I will tell you this.
Let me see your driver's license.
I look like Charles Manson in my driver's license.
You look like Charles Manson right now with a haircut.
Wow, that's funny. I'm pretty sure you have an Adam's apple.
I do. I told you.
So
I talked to him on the phone, and I'm like, listen, everybody questions if I'm a man.
She actually... Let me finish my story.
Yeah, finish your story.
God, I feel like we're married. You're already interrupting me.
I'd already have divorced you at this time. I have a track record.
Dead air.
Yeah, where was I?
This is great radio. Keep going.
Dead air.
Keep going.
Oh, you're talking about your age.
Your age.
Okay, so I will tell you this. When I grew up, we didn't even have Nintendo. We had Atari. That's how old I am.
That's how old you are?
Yeah.
Is
you
this
can't tell by my
Benjamin Button situation?
I have like a 5 head. You haven't seen? I don't have a 4 head. Like.
No. Are you starting a comb over? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, how old are you really?
I'm 1,000. Look at my shoes. This should age me.
I'm 1,000.
You
get out of my studio.
I have the Grillmaster 2000s on.
Is your lawnmower parked out front?
Yep.
Do you have one of those like holsters for your phone on your belt?
Yep.
You gonna go put your hands on your hips and say, "It looks like the grass needs
No, calm down. I do that. I'm only 26.
I love mowing grass. To be perfectly honest with you, it's like one of my favorite hobbies. How old are you? So you're 40. You're in your 40s.
Ish.
39.
You're getting hot.
You're really that old. You don't look. You seriously look like you might have just got done at a frat party.
Oh.
Do you drink unicorn blood?
Yes.
Do you bake children in ovens? What is going on? Like who's the witch who did that? Who's the witch who did that? The one with the gingerbread house? Yeah, she cooked children and ate them.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Hocus pocus.
It's the only good thing in my genetics is that we always look young and we make beautiful kids. Everything else is terrible.
I can see that. Okay. No, I'm super. Hey, listen, I came in with guns blazing this morning because you told me you were going to give me a hard time.
Oh, I'm ramping it up. Duncan was scared I was going to...
the whole time I was like, I hope I keep my job after this.
I hope I keep my job after this. This is a great risk that I take when
I want to be good.
New people come in.
I want to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, one day I had a friend here. I just started looking at jobs. I was like, "Cool, Wendy's is hiring. Oh, McDonald's, great. Okay." Yeah. Like I packed my notebook. That's the only thing I really have here. I have my notebook and I just put it in my bag and I was like, "It's time to go."
Yeah, I was peeking through the notebook earlier to see if there was any dirt that you were gonna.
You looked at my. Did you really look at my notebook?
He read your diary, and also I want to point out that
the only thing I could read legibly was Dolly Parton, so it's okay.
You looked at my. I feel really violated right now. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Well, you said something. Never mind.
So I just want to point out that.
Did you see my dinosaur drawing?
Yeah.
Hopefully whatever job you get next does not involve penmanship. You look like you wrote that with sidewalk
with my
chalk.
toes.
Looks like you get paid by the ink.
Hey, it's not bad. When I do start writing fast, it can get a little sloppy. It gets swirly twirly, but yeah, it's not the greatest. All right, I'm not going to defend it. But that's okay. That's like the equivalent of I don't know, your brother or your sister reading your diary.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anybody kicking the door down. Definitely.
What did you think I was going to have notes about?
I don't know, zombies or something.
I can't even.
Because we were talking about the whole zombie thing, and
they're
then
all up
Frank,
in the old noggin.
Yeah, and then Frank told me, he was like, "Yeah, she said she's bringing zombies in the studio," and I was like, "Oh, I really don't want to hurt anybody."
Just wait.
Okay.
It's the element of surprise.
Okay, so there's not going to be another human breathing in here, or?
I hope it confirm nor deny that.
Like at my age, you really shouldn't scare me. Don't startle me. Then I have gout. I can't run very fast right now.
Why do you pee yourself?
Pee myself?
Yeah, you get.
No, I'm just saying I have gout. My feet are gonna swell up if I have to run.
You pee yourself?
I mean, I pee myself sometimes when I get too scared.
Oh man.
So we can all just do it together.
You.
All right, we got to take a little break here because this is how we're going to pay our bills. Duncan, are you ready?
I reckon.
All right, I reckon. Bay 106.3, taking it way back with some Mac Davis. Hope your Friday is off to a fantastic start. It is nice and cool out this morning, which makes my little heart so happy.
It won't be that way for long.
No, but I was really excited, especially last night when you didn't even need to zip a zipper or put on Velcro, nothing. You could just stick your costume to your body just off the sweat, and you were good to go. I'm assuming you guys went trick-or-treating last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With children.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, without.
Yeah.
That's fine, too.
It was my baby daughter's first Halloween.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you dressed her up as a mandrake, right?
Yeah, that was for the K-Bay Scarecrow Stroll. Yeah, that was for that. And we decided to just dress her up as a little princess. We're rolling around in the stroller because she kept grabbing at the moss that we would put on the mandrake costume.
Oh, yeah. So she was destroying it slowly.
Yeah.
She was sorry. I'm allergic to Duncan.
That's okay. Is that why my nose is itching?
Oh, yeah.
That's so cute.
He didn't
I had an experience. My daughter has recently turned 10, and she didn't want to go. Like we were going to go with her godmother and her little godbrothers and go around, and she's like, I kind of want to go with my friends, and I was like, what? And she wanted to go trick-or-treating without mom, with her friend, because they're all older. They're all, I think the oldest one was 12 or 13, and there's power in numbers, so I was like, it's fine, it's a safe. We were right there, so, and it was just really weird. It was really strange because I was like, this is I didn't realize that last year might be the last time that I go trick-or-treating with her, that mom would be invited.
That was last year for me, like my 11-year-old stepson. Yeah, he went trick-or-treating with his friends by himself. We disbanded after the Jello Shot house. He didn't get any, I did.
Right. But, I was like, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, I got to clarify.
We gave him some Jello shots and sent him on his way in the world.
Yeah, but after that, he disbanded on his own and came out like half a pillowcase full of candy.
Good job.
It was wild, man.
You gave him a pillowcase?
Well, he wanted to glue one bucket to another bucket to have a double-decker bucket, which I thought was kind of cool.
That's smart. That's very
it's very intuitive, but it just didn't make sense. I was like, dude, you can get more with a pillowcase. So he just brought a pillowcase with him.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, not mad at it, man. I think he would have topped off the bucket if he just had the double-decker bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was smart.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted to, like, maximize his profit.
Yeah, he did.
I got you. You have children?
Yep.
Did you go trick-or-treating?
Yep. So
did you have fun, Frank? Did you get lots of candy?
Okay, so my youngest daughter is about to turn 3, and she was one of the people from Paw Patrol.
That's right.
And every other parent knew what she was, and I can't tell you which one she was, so I guess I'm a bad dad.
Which color was she? Was she pink?
Pink.
Oh, I don't know their names. I vaguely know things about Paw Patrol.
Yeah, she barked at people. Whenever I would tell her to say thank you, she'd go,
Excuse me, that is character acting, isn't it?
Yeah,
she got into her role, and
exactly.
I appreciate that.
And my 9-year-old was, she early in the day was a zombie cheerleader, and she didn't take everything off, so then she dressed in her Minecraft stuff.
She was a creeper, wasn't she?
Yeah, so she totally, like,
That's
awesome.
threw everybody off. And yeah, but I didn't know that it was called a creeper.
Yeah.
So we were walking, and everybody's like, hey, look at the creeper. I thought they were talking about me.
They weren't wrong. They nailed it on both accounts, I'm sure,
Oh,
right?
wow.
I'm just kidding. That's really funny.
If I wanted to be insulted like this, I could have stayed home.
Right? I think that's really funny. I appreciate that very much. There's this new fad going around. I'm a girl of the 90s. I don't know if you are girls of the 90s.
I'm also a girl of the 90s.
You're the girl of the 90s.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this fad has come about. And they are called Visco girls. I don't know. Yes, exactly.
Do they carry around Lisa Frank binders?
Okay, they're one step away. First of all, get away from the 90s. It was mine. Is this cultural appropriation? I don't know. They're wearing scrunchies. Do you remember how cool scrunchies were?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you remember what girls looked like in the 90s, but we loved overalls. We loved scrunchies. We loved lip gloss. It was all about these things. And now it's back and it's cool. And somebody explained it to me the other day because I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Like the girls had all the scrunchies up their arms. I'm like, are scrunchies cool again? This is how I know that I'm out of touch with things because now I have to have kids tell me what's cool. Like all this time I'm like, oh, I'm still cool. I'm still relevant. Yeah. And then I quickly realized I'm not cool anymore. Like, I don't know what's trendy anymore. What do the kids listen to these days?
It's like the early 2000s and everyone was having, like, 80s parties and stuff. It's just like a decade thing. Like Journey and Foreigner is, like, the Frank Sinatra to these kids, if you really think about it. In terms of, like, time, like a time span.
No, I know.
No,
you're not wrong.
No, wait a minute. I want to interject here because Duncan and I are musicians, too.
Yeah, we are.
And for a while, I had an 80s band called Members Only. And
like the Jackets.
Yeah. And I was a singer and I play guitar and I'm the worst singer that's ever lived, but it does not matter. When you're singing Bryan Adams and stuff like no one cares because the crowd sang louder than I did.
They just got into it. They were like, yes.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
Yes.
I know this song, it's my favorite. It's the 80s. It's cool, yeah. I don't know, I feel like I want them to back off my lip smackers.
Yeah.
But Lisa Frank has made a resurgence, which makes me very happy. I've told this story like...
They're pretty heavy with the dank memes, huh?
Who, Lisa Frank?
Yeah, Lisa Frank on Facebook and Twitter.
She likes... So I follow like all like the girls in country music and Taylor Swift and stuff like that. But we're all in the same age group, you know? So Lisa Frank will comment on their Instagram photos or whatever, and I'm like, if Lisa Frank commented on something of mine, I would die. I've peaked in my life, which is not difficult for me to do. I mean, and then it would all just be downhill from there. If Lisa Frank said something nice to me, I would just die. I had a sheet of stickers from my childhood that I was untouched up until recently, like this year, that I let my daughter finally use the Lisa Frank stickers because that's how much I loved it.
Yeah, like my best friend's wife has a Lisa Frank binder still, and it's just full of Pokemon cards that they collect.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they have a YouTube channel called Cardboard Couple, and they just like open Pokemon cards and they just put it in the Lisa Frank binder.
All right, now that's a little dorky for me.
Well,
okay.
you know
I
what?
appreciate the nostalgia of hanging on to it.
I'm probably the most dorky person in this room.
I don't know. It could be a strong competition. I have a Lisa Frank sweater, and I almost wore it today, and now I regret not wearing it.
That's dope.
It is pink, and it is covered with Lisa Frankness.
Oh, man.
It's gorgeous. Do you know what I heard? Okay, you're not. You're a millennial, technically?
I don't know. I will say this, though. Hearing you two talk make me feel like I'm captain of the football team, and I was in chorus in high school.
You were in chorus?
I was in chorus because that's where all the girls were.
Yeah.
That's smart, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I came across this new term recently, and I was rolling laughing. Some kid put it on his SoundCloud. I think this is where the origins of this term came around, but it's the one that after us, it's Z, right? The little ones, the younger ones.
I'm so behind.
It's Gen Z. Okay, so they've started this new term, and they just say, "Okay, boomer." I told you, I'm learning to be cool. My child is teaching me. Where you go, "Okay, boomer." So a baby boomer says something, and it's kind of rude. Yeah. And now, as a grown-up, I literally, the words came out of my mouth, "That's disrespectful." And then all of a sudden I morphed into a grandma. I had big glasses, I had gray hair, and I'm like, "That's disrespectful." But like, if they don't agree with something that, and it literally listed in this article that I was reading on Yahoo, anybody over the age of 30, and I was like, whoa, pump the fucking brakes.
Yeah.
That's not old, right?
Man.
And then I had a good cry under the desk. I rocked myself back and forth for a few minutes there. I felt
very
offended. I was like, calm down. First of all, I'm a millennial. Yeah. Second of all, leave me alone. But it's this term now. And so this kid, it was so funny because what he did is he made this song called "Okay Boomer," and it's terrible.
Of course.
And they're just like screaming like nobody has any idea about anything. Like the levels are all up there. Like, anyways, he's screaming "Okay Boomer," and then he's like, "How are you going to call me disrespectful when your hairline looks like that?" or something like. It was terrible.
Easy now, tap the brakes.
I know, but
that's why I'm wearing a hat.
This kid put his song out on, and it's on SoundCloud, and he goes, "This is for anybody over the age of 65." I'm like, anybody over the age of 65 is not on SoundCloud. I can promise you this much. I downloaded SoundCloud to listen to this.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I have it.
Yeah, I found out the way. I'm only 26. The only way to vent your boomerness is to join a Facebook page. Like, there's a Facebook page dedicated to people that post like old people. It's great. Like
what is it called?
Well, there's a lot of them.
We'll invite you. You have to. Well, he can't invite you because he got blocked.
It's a secret club.
You got blocked. Why? What'd you do?
I said that you can't draw the line on comedy.
They blocked him for that, but I've done way worse than that on this closed group.
But you're practically one of them, so it's fine.
Yeah. I don't even know what SoundCloud. I don't know what half the stuff is you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I will say this: when you're talking about songs, I live in Brantley County, and I wrote a song called "Brantley County Women," which is on YouTube.
It's great.
You have to look up Brantley video. It's a picture of me holding a chicken in my hand. But anyways.
Oh my God. But that's appropriate. I feel like I'm going to totally rip on you for living there.
It's about a certain gas station that I went to with my dad when we first were building my house. And we went out there, and I saw two women just beat a man half to death and light him on fire. And I wrote a song about it.
Did you call the cops?
No, I ain't calling nobody. I didn't want them chicks to see me. I got out of there.
You got to understand, every establishment in Brantley County probably has those signs that say, "We don't dial 911 with a gun on it."
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever ventured into Brantley County.
Don't.
Well,
there's nothing there. There's nothing there for you.
No, you have a weird accent. They would be afraid of you.
She must be one of them Yankees.
Yeah, something like that. But I put it out there on MySpace back in the day, and I was getting hate mail from people. They were like,
"That's awesome.
Don't talk about that stuff. Don't be doing all them doings on there. That's ugly.
Don't be talk doing all them doings.
Don't be doing all them doings."
Yeah. So it almost got me beat up before I even moved in.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna take a break real quick, and on this break, we're gonna be listening to, what is the name of this song?
Brantley County Women.
Brantley County Women, a treasure for us all to behold.
It has some pretty good lines, though.
Let me listen to
Can I explain some of the lyrics, though, first? Because one of the women was wearing a prom dress, and she was in her 40s with no back in it. The back fat was pouring out in the back, and it says the middle of her back looks like a busted can of rolls. She comes from the special place where everybody sells their souls.
Oh, my. That's beautiful. That's poetic.
Yeah, I'm a poet and didn't know it.
You're a poet and you didn't know it.
Yeah.
The prom dress just is really the icing on top.
Oh, yeah. And then they lit him on fire. And the other chick hit him like a UFC fighter. She cracked his head.
She might be a UFC fighter.
She might.
Yeah.
Are there end results to this, or you just went and got your flaming hot Cheetos and you were out?
The dude took off, and they took off after him, and I was just like, I'm not chasing this.
There's just some things that you want to unsee.
I was like, man, my check's already cleared, so I've bought this land.
We're here now. Yeah. We're going to talk about this too. You built your own cabin, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to talk about this coming up in just a little bit, right after this.
All right, Dim.
KB 106.3. It is the Friday after Halloween. How's everybody feeling? Are we all a little hungover today? Take Tylenol and drink water and Pedialyte like it's your job today. Mm-hmm. That's how you got to roll the day after. Did not participate in any sort of drinking because I was participating in throwing up everything inside of my stomach in case anybody wanted to hear that.
Yes, you just skipped step one.
Sick on my favorite day of the year. I have two guest co-hosts with me today for Friends with No Benefits Friday. I have Frank Sykes joining me and I have Duncan Cannon joining me. And I'm very excited. It seems to be going well.
Yeah.
Just agree with me on the air.
Speaking of drinking and staying hydrated, what is this sparkling water you young kids are drinking? This is terrible.
I don't drink that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's blackberry flavor, and it tastes like a hint of blackberry.
I don't like it. Did we have those?
It tastes like you took a glass of water and you ashed a cigarette in it.
It does it.
And you're like, here, your mouth's dry, drink this. This will make you feel better.
It tastes like somebody screamed blackberry at a glass of water.
Listen.
You just made terrible stuff come out of my nose.
Oh, and that's like fizzy, and it tastes like TV static, right?
That hurt.
Have you ever accidentally drank a glass of water that a cigarette has been put out in?
Actually, it was a Pepsi.
We all have?
My mom used to ash cigarettes in Pepsi cans. I come in from cutting the grass as a kid, and I projectile vomited. And now to this day, I can't drink Pepsi.
Yeah.
Can I tell you the most disgusting? I can't even tell you. I told you I was like puking all day. I'm going to try to power through this. Okay.
I drank Motorola one time.
Voluntarily?
No, I was half asleep.
Wait, where were you sleeping that you had motor oil handy? There's so many questions about
it. It was a couch in a garage, and there was like a table there, and there was like my Pepsi, and then there was a motor oil can right beside it, and I accidentally drank that, and then everyone was like, "Drink a whole bunch of milk." So I drank like 2 gallons of milk, and I ended up just throwing up everything.
Wait, so you swallowed the motor oil?
Yeah.
So
I don't have any fleas anymore, if that's what you're asking.
You didn't go to the ER or anything? You just listened to your friend's advice, drink milk?
Yeah.
What does the milk do?
Well, if you drink enough of it, it makes you throw up.
Oh my God. I regret asking this question.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, in the days of bartending, this is disgusting. I hate people who dip tobacco more than anything on the planet. I think it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those situations where I just had my drink and I was talking and like not paying attention, and I grabbed the wrong cup, and you can paint the rest of that picture because I'm literally going to throw up if I think about it.
Oh yeah, you turn green and stuff.
Is that what's wrong with you?
Right now?
Yeah, just in general.
No, there's a really long list.
I can't stand people that don't put up shopping carts. Like, it literally unnerves me. Like, I sit in my truck and watch people not put up shopping carts. I want to drop them.
Yeah.
That's a pretty intense feeling.
No, it's bad.
Well, okay, so now, if we make an effort, like a concentrated effort to, like, I'll put it between the parking spaces.
No.
You're a terrible person.
Thank you. I needed somebody to this.
Every time you see someone not put up the shopping cart, I want you to think about me and go put it up. Because this is why we can't have nice things. Because I painted my El Camino one time, and I was really proud of it.
El Camino.
Yeah.
And he's in love with his El Camino.
It's his third child.
And I watched a shopping cart get blown across and run right into my car.
Oh, so this is why you have bitter feelings. You know, I saw a TLC episode about this one, like My Strange Addiction, and this guy married his car. Have you seen this one?
That was me. That was my brother.
No, I'm pretty sure. It kind of looked like you, to be honest. If we just threw a windbreaker
No, I've seen that, and he
car.
doesn't look anything like me. Get out of here with that foolishness.
That foolishness, that tomfoolery. But okay, I mean, there's so many things that are happening. They pay people to go collect those shopping carts.
It's true. They pay people to do that, but they also pay people to actually...
I
used to work in retail. I used to work in retail at a nameless store, and
why? Because you got fired.
Yeah,
or
but here's the deal. They pay them to get them out of the receptacle. Their job duty is to get them out of the place that they put them in. You know, in the thing it says take them out of the cart area and push them in. It doesn't say get them out of the back of the parking lot.
But what is a cart area? Perhaps to me, the whole parking lot is a cart area. Now,
no, it's the metal thing that they build that says cart area on it.
Let me tell you, I make a very concentrated effort to put my cart back if I am near one. There's so many different situations. Do you have a child with you? Number one. Do you have things that are melting quickly? Are you melting quickly? If it's over 87 degrees outside, it's going to stay where I leave it.
So it's all about you, is what you're saying.
Unless there's a hurricane or a tailing.
But I'm also one of those people who I will pick up the trash in the parking lot on my way into the store and throw it away.
Oh, look at her trying to bring it back around. As she puts her fingers up like she's been all proper, like, I will pick up a piece of trash.
I did.
She picked up 2 pieces of trash and brought them in the studio this morning.
I did. Frank and Duncan. That was great. You just roasted yourself. It was beautiful.
So if you want to see...
our place.
Yeah.
Good. No, I try every day. Like if I see trash, because I think that you're the worst kind of person if you do that. If you just throw trash. You just like think about throwing trash or not cleaning up after your nasty self.
Yeah. If you litter, then I hate you.
Yes.
I found a lottery ticket one time, and someone just threw it on the ground. I picked it up to throw it away, and it had $80 on it.
Are you see?
Yep.
Did you hear about that bartender recently who got tipped a Powerball ticket and she won $50,000?
Oh wow!
Yes.
Wow.
What a tip!
I know, right? Could you imagine? I guess it was one of those bars where they sell lottery tickets. So
that's dope.
Sometimes the customers would do it as a tip or buy some for the customers.
That's awesome.
And 50 G's.
I don't mean to brag, but I did win $300 on Keno the other night. Duncan knows the story. And I spent all of it on more lottery tickets and Vienna sausages and potted meat. That is a true story.
Meat. No, I've never heard anybody refer to it as potted meat, and I hate
so much. Let's talk about his bad eating habits.
By the way, I'm 5'11" and 165 pounds soaking wet. And Duncan has watched me eat an entire large pizza by myself. I'm just a bottomless pit.
Listen,
and I ate terrible food.
We're exactly the same.
Yeah, no, this is the only guy
I'm 5'11" and like 160, I think.
Yeah, this is the only guy I know that will turn down free food to go to Hortense and get gas station chicken.
What is Hortense?
That's where he lives.
It's where I live.
Oh, this is a place.
Yep.
This is a place. Okay.
It's not how you talk to someone. You don't speak in.
I don't have standards with men or food, so I'm about some gas station chicken.
I love gas station chicken. I love gas station pork chops better, though. Go ahead.
I actually, with my bass player, Jason Chancey, and we wrote a rap song about gas station chicken. I'll post that on the page or something later. We did a rap song.
He's a Renaissance man.
He's a Renaissance man.
Well, what we did was Jason drove all the way out there to eat fried chicken with me, and our gas station has the best fried chicken, and the gas station had burned down. And so we wrote a rap song.
All that chicken.
We wrote a song called "Burned Down," and I'm telling you, it is like the dankest rap song of 2009.
Can you do a G-rated version of the chorus?
Ooh.
He's really got to concentrate.
Okay, it used to be called Pages, and it's like, I went down to the Pages store. Used to be there, but that ain't there no more. That burned down. Burned down. It burned down.
This sounds like a song for our generation.
I used to go to Pages to get my chicken. It was country fried and oh so finger licking. I get a short thigh and a big drumstick, a big bottle of hot sauce will do the trick. And at some point in time in there, I said, I've got more G's than the alphabet.
So done with you.
So that means he has 2 of them.
This is great.
Hey, I'm hip for an old person.
You are. You're kind of cool. No, the greatest rap of our time is the one that Elon Musk made about Harambe.
Oh, yeah.
Fight me outside about that one if you disagree with me. Have you heard it? It's
no,
probably
but
the
I
worst
will.
song ever. Oh my God, we're listening to it right now. It's just all it is auto-tune of Elon Musk, aka he's now Treelon Musk.
Yeah.
And he's just like, R.I.P. Harambe. It's the worst, but it's the best. That was. I'm
you can just pull it up right now on that thing.
What's that?
I guess you have all the power at this mothership, don't you?
This is I do have the power. Thank you.
I reckon you have all this.
Don't give me that, because if you give me an inch, I will take a mile.
How many watts is this radio station?
Lots.
How
far does this radio station reach?
To places.
Thanks.
We go all the way down through Nassau. I just had this discussion with Jim the other day because I was like, I need more information about my job and what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And we had a discussion about watts, about AM and FM, about how they travel differently.
Jim will talk your ear off about that one.
Yeah, he's a very intelligent
person. I
asked him the questions and he gives me the answers.
That's good.
But that's what I appreciate about Jim. Is like he's not going to force information down your throat or talk to you. Like if you ask him a question, he'll answer it thoroughly and knowledgeably.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Is this radio station have enough watts to bring Jason Voorhees back to life? We just did on the podcast. We just did a movie review of Friday the 13th, and I was like, he just keeps getting electrocuted and brought back to life. If people would just Stop.
Maybe it gives him power.
It only took 3,000 volts.
I know, that's all it said was 3,000 volts. It's
it's a big electrical cable, and it said 3,000 volts spray painted
stun gun with way more than that.
I'm like laughing, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Was that good? Was that good timing?
This is called killing. You should try it sometime.
It's called what?
Killing.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Anyways, speaking of scary things, I know we're just like jumping all over the place with topics, but the greatest Halloween costume that I saw yesterday was on Kevin Hart. He dressed as The Rock.
Yeah.
Did you see it? Like from his super. What was it, like the 80s or the 90s?
Yeah, that was the 90s. It was I think it was like 97.
It's like this picture made its way around the interwebs.
The fanny pack and the turtleneck.
He's got the black turtleneck and he's got the Rock muscle. Like, Kevin is just.
Those guys.
And I don't mean it, and I'm not like, oh my gosh, I mean, I am, but he's just
man. That guy got muscles
he has toddlers for arms.
Yeah.
Those are just like, and he's always just, there's a lot of dedication behind that.
Oh, yeah.
But so he had like the turtleneck on with the silver chain and the silver bracelet and the fanny pack and the tight jeans and his hair was just delicious.
Oh, it was curled, yeah.
I think it was like an advertisement for the new Jumanji movie. But Kevin Hart shows up at his door to go trick-or-treating. It's hilarious. Yeah. And he's dressed as him. Kevin Hart could just stand there and I'm laughing.
I saw a kid dressed as a fart.
How did they dress like that?
Dude, no, it was the little kid's idea.
So frank.
Yeah. No, this kid, he was like a whole bunch of like different colored like fabrics. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? It's a whole bunch of different colored fabrics, and he looks like a big green and purple cloud, and he just has a sign that says "fart" on it. And he was like 4, and he walked around. He said, "I'm a fart."
Duncan's line. It was.
Why is it that?
Look it up on Facebook, dude.
I'm going to.
Please.
The Facebooks.
It is. There's without a doubt in my mind. There is one thing that I know about men. A fact.
Oh, here we go.
Never get old to men.
I'm rolling up my sleeves.
Let me just say something.
He's rolling up his sleeves.
Farts are funny. I don't care what anybody says.
It doesn't matter.
Anybody who's listening, farts are funny.
I don't know what it is about guys, and that's just like one of the things that divides the sexes, and that is fart humor.
You don't laugh at fart humor? Oh, get off your high horse.
I don't find it funny. Like everybody's like bathroom humor. It just doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah, do you French press your coffee too? You fancy person.
Absolutely not. Okay, and this leads us into another discussion that you wanted to have. He wanted to go there about the differences between men and women.
Oh, God.
There are none. We're exactly the same.
So Frank brought this up to me as a topic, and for any of the regular listeners, you know I love to get my soapbox out every once in a while and have a good feminist moment. So we're going to let the good times roll here.
Here we go.
All right, let me push the microwave. Frank's about to take the floor for the next thing.
We're going to take a break so you can take a few deep breaths and, I don't know, work on your mansplaining. KB 106.3, taking it back to the 90s with some Joe Diffie, Third Rock from the Sun. Speaking of things from the 90s, we are giving away a van, a whole entire K-Bay van, coming up top of the 8 o'clock hour. All you had to do to qualify was like and share a post about it. So if you did, you want to make sure you're listening because you just might be the winner of that bad boy. And when I say bad boy, just wait till you see it live and in person. It is delicious. It's Friends with No Benefits Friday. I have my co-hosts Frank Sykes and Duncan Kinnan hanging out with me all morning long. This nice, cool, chilly November morning. I'm very excited.
Is it cold or hot in here? Because I keep rolling my sleeves up and down.
It's both.
Yeah.
It is both. Somehow, in some way, it is both.
It's like my emotions. They're cold and hot all at the same time.
Up and down. You don't know where they're going.
Yeah. It's like your demeanor.
Dating me is like a crapshoot. You don't know what you're gonna get minute to minute.
She's unmedicated. This will be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Not a false story. No, but it is. I was so excited because yesterday we sweated everything off, and today, like, this is winter weather for me. Yeah. I'm from way South Florida, like way south, as south as you can get. Yeah, can you?
Can I tell a story real quick? So I just met this chick. So she calls me about coming on the show a few days ago, and I'm in the shower. And
let's
and I don't know if Duncan has told you, but I do the best impersonations of people. They're spot on.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So can you do an impersonation of Lauren real fast?
I'm about to. So I see the strange. I'm in the shower and I hear the strange numbers calling me. So I had speaker and I stick it up there on the little where I hang my loofah collection. Stick it up there.
Collection.
How many loofahs do you have? Do you have like one for your elbows, one for?
When you're old, you have stuff like this.
Okay.
I have nice things. So.
Nice loofahs.
I said, yellow.
Yeah.
I almost hung up right then and there.
And I hear, "Hi, this is Lauren from 106.3. How are you doing today?"
First of all, I sound like a pack-a-day transvestite smoker, so I know that's not true. I did not sound like that.
"Hi, this is Lauren from 106.3. How you doing today?"
I'm not from New York.
So, anyways, so she's like, "Hi." She's way too chipper for it to be early in the morning. I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like washing my hair, and she's like, "It's kind of loud." I'm like, "Well, I'm in the shower." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was like, "Don't worry, I'm wearing a bathing suit." Like right off the rip. My wife says at the door, like, "Who are you talking to?" Like, what is this?
It's not a good look answering the phone for women in the shower. You don't look like you're hiding anything.
At least he was wearing a bathing suit.
I was really excited. He said you did good impressions. That was terrible.
Oh, no. Hey, can you do an impression of Jason Chansey?
Who's that?
Hey, I'm Jason Chansey.
All right. No, can you do an impression of me?
Hey. Duncan Cannon.
It only goes that far. That's his range.
So you lied. You just gave that so much hype.
Okay, well, speaking of lying, you were talking about
the differences between men and women.
Okay, I want to point out that women fall in love with what they hear. Men fall in love with what they see. And that's why women wear makeup and men lie.
There we go.
Think about that. Deep thoughts.
But do you think that's like a juvenile view of things?
No.
This is a man who also loves fart jokes, so...
I'm going to push the mic away and you get...
I have decided
I'm like a shook cat when it comes to this.
I don't want to go get surgically corrected or anything. I enjoy being a woman, but I feel like I've always had sort of a men's mentality approach to things, because that's been my great downfall in life. Is I would look at a guy and say, "You're good looking," and that was it. Boom. Should we get married? Probably. And that was it. And that was not a good...
That's biological.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to go by, because now I want to sit down and want to talk to you. What's your plans for the future? What's your retirement plans? Do you have a savings account?
It's a terrible idea.
No, it's not.
It's a terrible idea.
No way.
And I don't believe you, because women like fixer-uppers. Women don't like men that already have their crap together.
No, but now this is my criteria. I want somebody, I know what I bring to the table. I don't want to fix anybody else. And I have tried in the past. That's why I'm it's kind of a juvenile idea, because you're not focusing on the correct things that you need in a relationship. You're focusing on superficial things, which are not important and are not going to make a valuable relationship.
Then why are they super?
Unless you have a sugar daddy. What's up? My name is Lauren. I am looking for one.
And I want to point out that, you seem, I just met you. You seem pretty well put together, but you also seem like the kind of girl that would cry over a guy that can only text you on Wi-Fi.
No, I make guys cry who are texting me over Wi-Fi. I only cry on special holidays, including bank holidays.
Yeah.
It's Columbus Day.
That's a tragic day. Let's not even go there. Yeah. But I'm not. That's what I'm saying. You're barking up the wrong tree to have this conversation with.
Hit me with your best shot.
I don't know.
It was a good song in the 80s before you were born.
Again, I've done this really weird thing. What is the word? I've matured a little bit. A little bit. Let's not get carried away with things. I still have a very dirty mind and terrible thoughts. But I don't look at... And now at the hint of anything that displeases me, I'm cutting you out. I'm not a relationship person. I've been married a few times. I don't like marriage. I don't like the stereotypical roles that have been placed on everybody. I feel like it puts too much pressure on people, because I feel like you try to fit into these molds that I'm a woman, I should enjoy staying at home and having children. I enjoy staying at home and cooking, and some people do love doing that. But there's a lot of guys that I know who are everybody's a way better cook than me, but that enjoy staying at home and cooking food and be like, hey, I'll stay at home with you. But there's so many of these norms where I'm like, we can all have different interests or the same interests, and you're a man and I'm a woman, and that's cool. There are some things, biologically speaking, that men may be stronger than women and things like that you just can't do. I'm going to give birth to a baby. You are not. Facts. Facts in motion.
It's true.
Unless there's something you want to tell us, Frank.
I had a baby once.
His name is Duncan.
Yeah. I basically am raising Duncan at this point.
8-pound, 8-ounce baby Duncan.
Lying in his manger.
No. I think you made a good point, but the problem is that, from what I've seen, I'm from a different area than you. People fall in love at first sight. They see somebody like, oh my God, I like his truck, or I like his pimped out sounding colored van.
That's not a joke.
Okay. Well, and that's fine and all, but me and my old lady,
your old lady,
my old lady, who's a lot younger than me, we're friends. that's why it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like you need to stop sweating people because they're hot. You need to sweat people that are cool.
Yes, I agree with this, and it took me a long time and many relationships to get to that point to realize that this is the value. And I think what I did is I've put like my foot down about things. Once you understand yourself and acknowledge yourself and understand you don't have to go along with the mainstream, and I think like the whole wedding industry is kind of corrupt within itself.
Yeah,
because people are fantasizing about their weddings. You know what I mean? So you get very excited about an engagement, a wedding. It's beautiful, and it makes you ignore red flags because you're just like going towards the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's 2019. There's enough people in the world. We don't all have to get married and reproduce. And that's just something I don't know.
I will say I loved my wedding.
Did you? What'd you do?
We got married at the Bowie Barn in Brunswick. It was nice. It was nice, and what I can remember of the reception was also nice.
It was great, right?
Yeah. I remember my guitar player went home with the rest of the beer that we had. Like, he filled his trunk up with all this beer that we didn't drink. And he just drove off in his, like, old Pontiac.
Somebody did that at my first wedding. I never liked this person in any way, shape, or form. I think it's probably one of the worst. Anyways, and my mom had insisted when I got married, the first time we got married at the courthouse, she's like, you need a wedding. I was like, I don't really want one. I think she wanted to give that to me. So we did the whole catering and the whole 9 yards, and we had paid quite a bit of money for this catering, and they had brought coolers and things like that, and then we had to buy the alcohol. A lot of catering services do that. You buy the alcohol. So we had bought quite a bit of it. My parents spent a lot of money on this, and then somebody was trying to steal the caterer's coolers with all the alcohol in it. I'm standing there in my explicit wedding dress, and this idiot looks at me and goes, hey, we're going to go drink some beers under the bridge. You want to come? I'm like, you realize this is my wedding and you're stealing my alcohol.
Listen to Bridezilla over there.
I know. No. If somebody's stealing my beer, listen.
It's the happiest day of your life.
I'll fist fight a toddler for it, okay? Back it up. Oh, yeah. I don't appreciate that in any way, shape, or form, but it was just...
I know a woman that stopped talking to her mom because her mom got married a month before she did, and she said her mom was stealing her thunder.
That's nuts.
Thunder.
People who get crazy about those sort of things, they cannot relate to you in a way, shape, or form. When you get mean to people who are trying to like celebrate a day of love for you and you're going to be unkind to one another, I don't understand that at all. I mean, I get in arguments with everybody quite often, but like, you know, the petty arguing and the bickering and and if you don't wear this shade of nail polish, you're not going to be in my wedding. You're not my friend anymore if you don't lose I've met people who have made women lose weight to be in their I would stop being your friend. You are not my friend. You are not my friend. The day you look in my face and you tell me that I have to lose weight to be in your wedding.
Yeah, it's not cool.
God, I wish we had a phone in here. I want to hear people's like terrible.
Yeah. Can we get a phone in here, please?
Or like, I don't know. I don't think guys are that way. They're like, hey, did you get a tux? Cool. Did you get one? Cool.
No, I literally just made my dude. I was like, dude, if you want to be at my wedding, I don't care. You just buy a purple shirt. That's as far as it went.
I'm like, if I'm your friend and you really want me to be there, I will be there for you because I love you.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go to your bachelorette parties. I don't want to go braid your hair while you open bags of underwear. It's just exhausting. The whole experience is exhausting. It's too much. It's too much. Just get married. That's Cheers.
Right. You are an island. You are too cool for everyone.
Oh, shut up. I'm really not cool. This is where the coolness begins and ends. So what point about men and women did you want to make?
None.
Oh, okay.
You have made all the great points, and they're all valid.
He's so full of it. He's so full of it.
Every single one.
I was excited. I'm fired up. I'm ready for these discussions, though.
I see that he wrote more stuff down.
Yeah, I wrote like a whole page of stuff. I think I'm more prepared than everyone here.
Yeah, I have an empty pad.
That's okay.
Like I made a flyer for the three of us doing this thing, but I didn't post it because I was like, it's sad when I'm the eye candy.
I know. If it was a contest. Like, you would definitely win this.
Just kidding.
Like some sort of dog breeding contest.
I kid. Oh, I'm like a Jack Russell anyways. I'm shook all the time. I don't trust women that look like they put on their makeup with a paintball gun. Because they're always angry.
Because their attitudes and their makeup are reckless.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was that girl on the Drew Carey show?
Mimi.
Yeah.
Oh, she wears a blue eyeshadow?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can't tell anymore because it's all about blending these days.
Yeah.
So we've become more crafty.
So if you want the Mimi look, just get some black eyes. Have someone just punch you in the face.
Mimi couldn't wear a necklace because she was necklace.
Oh.
I told someone that because they told me I was ugly. because I'm just mean like that.
I would never just walk up to someone and tell them that they're ugly.
Well, she didn't just walk up to me. I'm sure I deserve it.
I've never played live music then.
Yeah, you've never played live music. People hate you. I had someone come to me and tell me if I didn't know how to play a certain song, I was a terrible musician.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, someone really got on to me. We were playing Last Dance with Mary Jane on stage. I hate playing the song, but we were playing it on stage. I
don't know what that song is.
It's a Tom Petty song.
Okay.
And we were playing it on stage, and I was playing bass with a pick, and this dude walked up to me, and he was like, "Why'd you playing bass with your fingers, man? You're playing the song wrong." I'm like, hitting the right notes. But
That's so annoying.
Yeah, people are very opinionated that know nothing about music.
Yeah.
See, this is my tolerance, and people might say that it's like toddler fits. I would walk out.
How did you not know what that song is? Have you lived under a rock?
Potentially.
I mean, you were born like 2005 or something
Patrick
like that.
Star, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
no, this is Patrick.
While we're talking about dating, and I mean,
Duncan's poor bass playing skills.
Yeah, and that.
I'm the best bass player.
I can write a book about that. So I don't I'm old school. I don't understand dating apps. And I was having a conversation with a young lady the other day, and she said, "You know what's funny? You're a 5. If I saw you on Tinder, I would swipe the other way because you're a total 5."
What?
And she was like, "But once I, talk to you a little bit, you're pretty funny. You're like a 10." And I was like, "Yeah, that's not a compliment, lady. Get out of my face."
Oh my, if this were a dating app. Okay, we can talk about this more in depth, and I would like to talk about this more in depth. We're going to take a little break here real quick, and then we're going to come back to Tinderellas. I have 2 guest co-hosts today. I have Frank Sykes and Duncan Cannon hanging out with me all morning long. We've been having a joyous time. I just watched a video of somebody, what were they doing, suplexing?
What? Suplexing?
With a TV tray?
Oh, no. This dude yeeted a TV tray at this guy's head.
Yeeted?
Yeah, yeeted. He just threw the TV tray, and it put him on soup.
Put him on soup.
What does this mean?
When you break someone's jaw, it's when you break someone's jaw and they can't eat solid food, so you put them on soup for 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're so sheltered.
I'm very Listen, what I didn't know and I learned yesterday is that Duncan is a wrestler.
Wrestler.
He's a wrestler. Right. Oh, sorry. A wrestler.
I'm a part-time wrestler. I don't do it all the time, but when I do it, I go hard.
Are you his hype man in the corner?
I'm his Flavor Flav.
This is awesome. So what is your name?
My name is Duncan Wayne whenever I do it, because my dad's name is Wayne. I grew up in the wrestling business, and I got his wrestling mask actually tattooed on my forearm.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, but,
Duncan Wayne, that could be like a country music name or a wrestling name.
Oh, yeah. I got loads of ideas for country bands. Duncan Wayne and the Blank. But yeah, that was Duncan Wayne. And I don't wrestle as often as I'd like to, but...
Wrestle.
What do you wear?
Well, you always have to wear a singlet under what you wear, I think. Because I like to just wear maybe a T-shirt, but it has to be over a singlet.
What kind of T-shirt? Like a Britney Spears T-shirt? What's happening?
It's normally like a plain white shirt. That way it gets dirty and it kind of shows wear, for the character. Like whenever you're going at it and it just gets dirtier and dirtier. And sometimes if it's just a plain white shirt, you can just rip it off.
What is it getting dirty with?
The ring.
Okay.
The ring, maybe we go out of the ring.
And so you can tear a little and you flash the audience a little bit with your singlet and you wink at everybody?
Yeah, show my Superman tat.
There you go.
But,
no. What's up, boys? What's up?
Yeah. What's up, dudes? No, and I also wear, MMA shorts and some, some boots.
Oh, like the wrestling boots?
Yeah, well, nowadays it's
an outfit.
Yeah, well, I used to do high school wrestling, and I'll wear the high school wrestling style shoes, but I have kick pads over it. It's a lot more comfortable to work with than just regular big, thick leather boots. And a lot of wrestling guys probably listening are going to hate me for it because they're like, it's either boots or nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know nothing about the wrestling world, but I'm interested to learn.
Oh, I want to come.
The next time you wrestle, invite me. I want to see this. Have you ever wrestled, Frank?
Yes, actually.
Yes and no.
Well, there's a full-length movie out where I'm a wrestler on it.
Wrestler.
And only because I was cast because I was so small, guys could body slam me.
Wait, what kind of movie?
It's a full-length movie. Some local friends of mine in Waycross, we did some of the soundtrack too. And I did the only legit drop kick. I drop kicked a dude and about put him on soup. I thought I broke his neck.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I'm built like a pondskoggen, those birds with the long legs. I just
pondskoggen?
Bam, just kicked him.
He's built like a flamingo you put on your front lawn.
Yep.
In front of your trailer.
Yep.
So what is the name of this movie?
we'll get to that in a minute. I want to touch on names. You were talking about, your wrestling name, and we were talking about my friend Jason Chansey. Jason and I went on about a 3-hour rant where we were making up wrestling names. And
it starts with an R, not a W when he says it.
No, I'm going to call it wrestling from here on out.
Wrestling stuff. So apostrophe. I come up with a couple of names for Duncan that I think he should change his name to. I want you to help me.
But wait, first I feel like you should give your description of Duncan.
Duncan,
because I feel like we have to marry these two things together to understand why.
Like I said, I look like David Spade, and he looks like Chris Farley. So I mean, we're like we're Laurel and Hardy. So Duncan, I said
he's Turner and I'm Hooch.
Wait, you started to say something about Charlie Brown.
Yeah, and I got to give props to Jason on this one. We were spitballing. And we come to the conclusion that Duncan looks like Charlie Brown if he went to jail for 20 years and worked at Olive Garden.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good because Frank looks like Gumby if you put him in the microwave for a little bit.
God.
That's funny.
This is so healthy. I love it.
You look good for my age. So some wrestling names. He could be called the Nacho Man.
The Nacho Man, Randy Tragic.
Hulk Hoagie. Sergeant Coleslaughter.
Coleslaughter's good.
Or my personal favorite, Rowdy Roddy Piepan.
He said this. He said that to TW one time, and he could not stop laughing.
The junk food dog.
The junk food dog's a good one, too.
Yeah.
This is so great and so mean, and I'm laughing at you.
We're mean to each other.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, we got to be mean to each other.
Yeah, you got to be on our podcast.
This is great.
It's like therapy for us.
Yeah, it really is.
This is... Okay, so this is what I feel bad every morning because I'm just doing more harm to people, and that's why I call it Friends with No Benefits. You're getting nothing out of this except for a deep need for a therapist afterwards. And I'm like, I feel bad for people because this is my way to let off steam or to talk to people. Is this the microphone?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. I complain a lot every day. I really do. But
you have to complain, I think. You gotta vent that BS off of you.
You got to vent that BS off of you. Yeah. So which one would you select out of all those names?
Out of those names, I kind of like Roddy Piepan, honestly.
Roddy Piepan. I think that's what's my wrestling name? Stick Stickly or something?
Let me see.
You do look like Stick Stickly.
Is that a real thing?
You don't remember Stick Stickly?
You look like Mr. Bill.
Honey, I was in high school when you were born.
Honey.
Listen,
so
child.
condescending.
I can hear a snap.
He was on Nickelodeon, wasn't he? Stick Stickly.
Yeah, Stick Stickly.
He would do like the commercials.
Yeah, it was before Face. Remember Face on Nick Jr.?
Yeah, I remember that. I feel like we derived a lot of trauma from those shows that we just didn't know. Do you remember, there were some really screwed up cartoons that like Rocko's Modern Life?
Oh yeah,
get out of here!
That whole show, the whole show was just to see how far they can get with a kids show.
Yeah, and
that's
then
literally what they said.
You watch it as an adult, and you're like, you watch this as kids, and my mom's like, who wants popcorn? Rocko's Modern Life is like,
you remember?
And I'm like, what is
There's one episode of the Rugrats where the grandpa is like, he came home and he's got like 5 o'clock shadow, and they're like, Grandpa, where have you been? He was like, I've been spending all night playing Russian roulette with the boys. And then they were like, did you win? And he was like, you don't know what Russian roulette is, do you?
They like bury things in there, but that's like how kids, how aloof children are. They're just
that's wrong. That's what's wrong with this generation.
What?
In my day,
whose generation?
In my day, we had Bugs Bunny.
I edit shows that came on when you were a kid.
You're not that much older. Well, I'm significantly. He is significantly older than you. You're 40, 39.
1,000.
He won't. What is with people on age? I think it's the most annoying thing in the world.
How old are you then?
I'm 31.
You don't look a day over 41.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's the stress that's working wonders for me.
You had guests this morning. You could have at least put on some makeup.
Let me tell you something. After the age of 30, we are now aging in dog years. Okay, it's just all downhill from there.
Some people age like wine. I age like milk.
So,
I'm one of those people.
So since you're a chick and all, dad bods are in now, apparently.
Dad bods are in.
So I want to first point out that Facebook Memories is actually an evil thing because one popped up from 5 years ago whenever I was in really good shape, and I was like, why do you do this to me? I'm trying to have a good morning, but I have a dad bod now. So
I wouldn't say that you have a dad bod.
I look like a grass snake swallowed a rabbit. Huh? I'm all belly.
Okay, we're definitely going to talk about this. We got to take a little break, and give this van away. So we're going to put a pin in this, but this is going to be a great conversation. Dad bods and aging like milk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Bay 106.3, just a few minutes after 8 o'clock. Happy first day of November. Happy Friday. And happy we're giving a van away day today. Yes, we are. We told you guys we were doing it on Facebook. All you had to do was like and share our post. We got hundreds of people who liked and shared that thing. They're very excited about this. This is a delicious, beautiful, very attractive van from the year 1994 in a questionable shade of salmony pinky something. And it says K-Bay across the side of it, and it is awesome. And we decided, hey, we should give this thing away. And people were so stoked about this. So I have the winner. Can I get a drum roll or something? Would you guys drum roll? Thank you. Our winner of a glorious K-Bay van is Darren Meemkin.
What was it?
I can't say his name. It's Meemkin. Darren Meemkin.
Darren Meemkin.
You've won a van.
Get all up in here and get this sweet van.
Get all up in here.
He needs to get all up in that new van he just got.
I want him to take me for a spin. Actually, I want to know if he has any tickets first, and then I want to go for a spin.
Oh, yeah.
I've wanted to drive that thing
I don't know if he has any priors.
Yeah. Like,
I want to see him do a burnout in the parking lot.
yes.
I will show him how to power brake it if he doesn't know.
All right.
I'm a
Hurry
redneck.
up and get here and pick it up so we can teach you the things.
Yeah, teach you all the good redneck things if you don't already know it.
This is great.
I'll race him in my van.
Will you? Did
Let's
you bring
have a van race.
No,
You have a creep van too, right? I call it a creeper. It looks like a creeper van.
Mine has curtains and a TV.
Oh, that's not creepy. That's not weird. But it has windows though. That's the good news.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do like something for our podcast. It's called Frank and the Jobber. Like us on Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. I've been wanting to do a thing in the Frank and the Jobber podcast where we set up a drum set in the back of the van and we'd have a full band inside of the van while we're driving.
You should. I mean, that's illegal in all states, but I think you should definitely do it. Like reasonably driving down a dirt road or something.
It's Brantley
You're not
County,
getting on, like,
no one
95.
cares.
Brantley County is a dirt road. Just
Yeah.
I've never been there.
don't go.
Actually, Brantley's not bad. You know, I have to say, like, everyone hates on Brantley, but it's like they closed off the entire city of Nahana last night just to have Halloween, and it got crunk as a skunk up in Nahana.
Did it really? It got crunk
Yeah, we got
as a
crunk
skunk.
in Nahana, man. We were like
What do you mean
running
they
the streets.
closed it down?
They closed it
closed
down.
it down.
Drive?
They redirected traffic. Like,
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's
It was a
so
throwdown.
great.
Yeah, it was like
I mean,
Mayberry.
cheesy for a second, but just like there's one thing's like I don't. Kids get on my nerves, but I love children.
Yeah,
and
I
like you
get
just
it.
don't screw with kids.
I get it.
So, and I appreciate that. So nobody would hurt kids.
Yeah, we
driving,
had a great
right?
time.
That's great. That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine. I don't think that's reasonable to do everywhere.
They
But-
gave everyone chili.
Are you
Chili.
serious?
Yes.
Like you didn't know. Like
They're like, come by and get
wolf
some chili if you're hungry. If you get hungry
Where?
while you're walking around getting candy.
from where did you get this
It's
chili?
like one of the local churches. They were sitting in front. It's like, hey, here's a cup of chili.
Isn't that so funny how trusting humans are? And I think that's one of the greatest things. I love those things when people are like, oh, we have free food or we're giving out. Like things on Halloween, you just take things from
Yeah.
strangers and you trust them.
That's one of the few foods that you can throw in a cup.
What else can you put in a cup?
Noodles.
Stew? Cups o' noodles?
Yeah, like a cup of noodles.
Actually, I feel like
Yeah.
there's more foods that you can put in a cup than not.
I'm pretty sure you can put any food in a cup.
Vienna sausages.
Yes. This dude.
What is with you and
This
Vienna
dude drinks the
sausages?
juice.
Stop. It's just bologna. It's
it's like
bologna.
yeah, it's like
sausage
It's
links.
like lips and butt.
bologna hot dogs.
Isn't it? Okay. I can't. My
Oh,
friends-
don't act offended.
I'm not offended.
Oh.
Did you just assume that I was offended?
Well, the
This is
face
most
you made, like,
2000
ugh, yuck.
My friend Summer loves Vienna sausage. Like loves them. Will eat them all the time.
I already
We
like
should get
Summer,
together
never met her.
and have a Vienna sausage fest. You guys just deeply regret that coming out of my mouth. You guys can have a good time. You also like spam
I posted up. Yes, they have pumpkin spice spam for basic girls like you.
for basic girl.
Yeah.
You just took my bit. I made these jokes about basic girls and spam, and then you stole them.
Don't tell him your bit. He'll take it.
I'm the Dane Cook of.
He just stole my bit.
He's the Dane Cook. He will steal your jokes
and make them better.
and make them your own. Make 'em his own.
Let me.
Look, I take
back
her
it up.
jacket off,
When
she's getting mad.
I'm
She's
in
crunk.
fighting mode.
It's getting hot in here.
When they came out with pumpkin spice spam, I was like, basic girls are the great. Basic girls are the greatest free marketing source ever. If you make something that sorority girls will be into, it's instantly going to be popular, and you're going to get so much free advertising at it. Like, basic girls will take pumpkin spice anything and make it cool. Like, they're going to say this is the new brunch food, even though everybody hates Spam, and make it into something and pair it with a wine, and it's going to be rosé all day, Spam all day.
They didn't make pumpkin spice White Claw this year.
It's disappointing.
It's a disappointment because they would have made a lot of money.
No laws when there's White Claws.
Well, it's not Clawgust, so we can't really do anything about it.
Stop.
What?
We could think of something great. No, I meant stop, and that was a funny way.
Oh, okay.
In a very basic girl way. Like, oh my God.
She put an H in stop.
A lot. Like, stop. 5 of them. Stop. The very insincere girl way to say stop.
You just stop.
Oh. It's true. I'm no shame. Have you had the mango White Claws, though? Can we be real?
No, I haven't talked. I had the lime one, and it was like someone screamed lime at a White Claw.
No.
I can't even finish this sparkling water. How am I going to drink a White Claw?
Because it's water, not water, so I don't know what you're drinking over there.
I'm sorry, I forgot the education system is so much better in Florida where you come from.
No, it's kind of embarrassing. Woo, that was a deep dig, but I agree with you on it.
Well, I'm not going to talk about Florida. Let's not talk about Florida.
Why? That's one of my favorite topics.
We'll talk about it off air. I'll tell you.
We'll come back to it.
I'll tell you my Florida joke, and I'll tell you my Florida joke off air, and then you can
decide whether I want to keep my job today or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a good one.
We'll
It's about soap.
And then we're gonna talk. Oh boy. Then we're gonna talk about fun-shaped things that we can get a lot of money for, like Jesus toast.
Jesus toast and
Seahorse Cheetos.
And Seahorse Cheeto.
I'm so excited. All right, we're gonna take a little break, and we'll be back in just a little bit. No Benefits Friday, hanging out with my co-hosts for the day, Duncan Cannon and Frank Sykes. And Duncan, you are correct. You cannot tell your Florida joke.
No, I can't. I can't tell my Florida joke.
It's just mean.
I'll tell you what. Message the Frank and the Jobber Facebook page.
We actually have several Florida jokes.
You'll tell it.
Yeah.
I hate on Florida all the time, but I feel like you can't hate on Florida as much as I get to hate on Florida because I'm from there and I lived there. Yeah. You wanted to make jokes about places you haven't even been, so you null and void.
Oh, it's places I don't want to go.
But you do. If you went to, you'd love it.
I'm okay.
You'd love it. So let's talk about things. I always feel like sometimes the dumbest things I see are the most genius things that I see.
Oh,
do you know? Sometimes I feel like the people who are doing these, like, you look at it and you're like, that's so stupid. Who would do that? But no, you're stupid. We're the stupid ones because I want this.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like that time that guy, remember when, this was a couple years ago, this guy went to jail for selling a Bitcoin, but it was just a Chuck E. Cheese coin that he scraped off the Chuck E. on.
He
sold it for a lot of money, and people are like, Bitcoin is not like a tangible thing. Like, but people didn't understand that, and he sold it for like thousands of dollars.
What's wrong with that?
Stupid one.
He just
went to jail for it, and I was kind of upset.
He just glued a Comic Sans B to it. It was a Bitcoin.
Yeah, basically, I'm like, no, people are the people who purchase it are. So recently on Marketplace, and I guess a bunch of people saw this all at the same time.
Yeah.
I believe it's for sale in Jacksonville, and if he still has it, I want to message this guy. I don't have $150, nor do I have $50.
Man,
but I want it.
I have 150 Bitcoins also.
That was good. You brought it all the way around. It's a seahorse-looking Cheeto, a white cheddar Cheeto.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it so expensive, is that it's a white cheddar Cheeto.
You think that's what holds the value to it?
It looks like a seahorse. If you look at the picture, it looks like a seahorse. And he took a picture of it and put it on his leg, because you can see the blue jean background there.
It's good color.
It's a good contrast.
Stood out.
Yeah, and he took a picture of this, and he said, I'm selling this for $150. And then literally right after this, I saw someone was selling like a half-drink icy for $5. Yeah.
God, I love where we live sometimes.
They can't be serious.
It's such a train wreck. No, they are.
Oh, man.
There's somebody out there that's very serious.
He's like, y'all better hurry up and give me this $5 for his icy melts.
I would give him $5 for this Cheeto Seahorse if he hasn't sold it yet. I have a wall of weird, and I try to collect weird things, and this would be perfect. How would I keep it, though?
Your wall of weird is just pictures of yourself?
Oh!
It's like all selfies?
No, so that wall of weird.
Wrong.
I think the wall of weird would be cool. Like if you got it and didn't do anything to it, and then a whole bunch of ants came in. Now you have a wall of weird and ants.
That's called a pest problem.
Oh yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. How would one go about? What is the word that I'm looking for when you keep something?
Preserving.
Preserving it.
Shadow box.
Yeah, but I'd still have to. I don't know. Put something on it so it doesn't
Caulk. Make it airtight.
You know, we are experts on lowbrow humor. We are not experts on food.
But you look like you would know how to preserve things.
Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I have questions about. I don't know. You live out in the middle of the woods in a cabin that you built yourself.
He probably cures his own beef.
You have a van. You probably know how to like preserve things.
I don't give away my secrets. So I want to be important.
I'm just saying. I think we should pool our money this morning. AKA, I don't have money, and you guys should totally buy this thing, and then I'll just take it. It's really great.
Ask him if he takes EBT.
He might. I will message him right now.
I'm going to pull out my EBIT card.
I will message him right now. I saw like 5 different people share this on social media.
Oh, yeah.
People were excited about it.
It's great.
I mean, things have been sold with like, what was it, the Mother Mary? Did you get what I was doing there in the toast?
Yeah. I thought you were being Gucci Mane for a second.
Oh, was it? Was that what that was?
Because it looks like he's always rolling up a plate of snake.
Oh my God, that's so funny if you think about it. You're not wrong. No, Jesus was in a grilled cheese.
Oh yeah, he's always in a grilled cheese, I hear.
But people buy it. Now I want these things. I think it's ridiculous.
Man, if Jesus had a Facebook page, his address would be grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm done with you. Please leave. Okay, we're going to take a little break. It's time for Camden County's Most Wanted. Hopefully it's not Duncan. KB 106.3, it's Clint Black. A good run of bad luck. Playing all the best music for you all day, every day. It's my favorite day of the week. Speaking of days, do you think I could say day one more time?
Day.
Great, it's Friday.
Day-o.
Day-o. I have a great voice, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
You have a great face for radio.
I have the perfect radio face. You can't insult me. I say that all the time.
Oh.
I have no feelings. Yes, it's Friday. I get to drag people in here with me to do the show. We're having a grand time, right? Just say yes, no, we'll slip you a 20.
Somebody just won a van.
Somebody did just win a van.
I'm excited.
What's his name again? Because I feel like if he didn't listen then, he needs to listen now.
Let's see. Darren Meemken. It's Meemken. I just put out his whole government name.
Darren Meemken.
Mr. Meemken. He sounds like from the Muppets with... I just had the chef pop into my head from the Muppets.
Now he's not going to come because he feels like you're making fun of him.
I'm not making fun of him. It's a fun name. It's a fun name.
You won't be making fun when he drives off in a sweet van. You're
I'm not.
Jealous.
No.
I'm really jealous.
You're so jelly.
I'm peanut butter and jealous.
You are.
I wanted that van. Honestly, I remarked to a coworker recently that I had wanted it, and now they just go and give it away. I would have driven that bad boy all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
We were discussing a little bit earlier body types.
Okay.
And Frank made a very hillbilly reference to himself.
Hillbilly?
Yeah, it was a little hillbilly-ish. I'm not hating. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Oh, I know some hillbillyisms now if you want to.
No, you do. He's throwing out all these like super country like terms and this, that, and the other to me. I'm like, what does that mean?
Do you have some stock banjo music that you can play while he says all of them in a row?
I wish we had a real banjo player in here right now. So we just.
I'm dialed back right now.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm representing all of Brantley County, and
you are representing all of Brantley County.
All 10 of you.
Duncan, you're as ugly.
They're all in his family too.
Yeah. Duncan, you're as ugly as Putin in church. I'll tell you what.
Okay, so growing up, your grandmother told you that you look like a what swallowed a what?
A grass snake swallowed a rabbit.
A grass snake swallowed a rabbit.
Swallowed a rabbit.
E-R-E-D.
Because when I was a kid, I had enormous feet. And they said that I was going to grow up to be a giant, and I stopped growing in the 8th grade.
They cursed you.
And
they put a Brantley County hillbilly curse on you.
But I got like a little pot belly, and she was like, that boy looks like a grass snake swallowed a rabbit. Look at him. Cute little feller.
So now you consider yourself to have a dad bod?
I mean, yeah, I've told you I'm wearing the blue New Balance, the barbecue 2000, dad shoes.
The grass cutters.
I've got
2001 Elite.
I've got the comb over with a 5 head, bald spot on the top.
Do you have a bald spot?
Yeah, I totally have a bald
spot. Turn around.
It's right here.
Oh, you sure do.
Yeah. I didn't know until recently. I was sitting on the couch and one of my kids was like, "You got a bald spot," and I'm like, "Yeah, I feed you. Know your place. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You were down one kid.
I gave him a little shoe hand. I said, "Get out of here, you little nothing. Get out of here. Go on now, get.
You little nothing.
Go on.
Go on now, get."
So, do you have to be a dad to have a dad bod, or is that just a body type? Like you're athletic, you're lean, you're not so lean.
I've had a dad bod for 26 years.
How old are you?
26.
Okay.
You have a granddad bod.
I have a rad bod, is what I have.
You have a 52A cup.
I'm a 52A cup.
I feel like there's, the same way that women should embrace their bodies, they should do the same thing. Here's the key thing, though, is I'm down with everybody doing this body positivity, and this might not be PC or so what we're doing in 2019, but I have concerns. I have very high concerns, and this is going to turn very serious. I know you were talking, like, joking, but, like, our heart disease rate, our diabetes rate, all this is skyrocketed. And everybody's like, embrace your body. And I'm like, whoa, let's embrace being healthy. I don't care. There are some people that are bigger than others, whatever. Be you, do you, rock it all out. Wear what you want to wear. Be the best you, shawty. But I want you to be healthy while you're doing it.
Don't
you know what I'm
salt.
saying? Just saying, like, you know, eat KFC 3 times a day, love yourself. No.
See, I'll let you know how I stay so thin. I kept track of what I ate last week. I ate Taco Bell 3 days in a row. 3 nights in a row. Now, my breakfast was Crystals 2 days in a row. And for lunch, I ate a potted meat sandwich.
A potted meat? I just love
with extra mayonnaise.
It's called extra mayonnaise, boy.
And I even poured a little bit of the juice on the bread.
Now you're just trying to shock us with.
No, I mean, you saw me eat.
Like Spam and mayo sandwiches.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know, but
I'm sorry in Florida you guys are so highbrow and you drink sparkling water with your pinky in the air.
You know, we're
bunch of clowns from Florida. Like y'all know everything.
We might as well be in Florida.
Hey, listen, we're the drunk uncle state. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Aren't we? Like, we're part of the union, so you have to acknowledge us. Everybody talks crap about us, but we're the most fun people. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I spent some time in Middleburg, Florida, and I'm not the same since I left.
Central Florida is just like... All right, Central Florida is embarrassing. Just eat.
Central Florida is the upside down from Stranger Things.
Central Florida is just the Brantley County of Florida.
That was the greatest comparison I've ever heard in my life. Okay, yes, it's just everybody like thinks Florida, and you think of like we have like Jacksonville up here, like Northeast Florida is different, and then you have South Florida, and then everything in between is super questionable.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I will say this: I lived in Wisconsin for a while, and
why?
And there are more rednecks in Wisconsin than there are in South Georgia. That is true. And but everyone was French Canadian, so no one could understand me. I know you know the
French
story.
Canadian rednecks.
Whatever they are, they're hillbillies. But they're like French, so they couldn't understand me. And I'm speaking English, and they're speaking English. And the place that I worked at, they would always call me anytime there's like an animal problem because it was like very rural.
Because it's obviously you're the one to take care of that.
Well, because I was from Georgia, and they would go.
They just assume. Did you just assume that you know how to like wrestle wild squirrels?
Yep. They're like
wrestle.
Fracky, there's a squirrel in the room. And I'm like, what's a squirrel? It was a squirrel. Like I just fed it. I have pet squirrels, by the way.
How many squirrels do you have?
I don't really keep count of them because I release them. I have a tree out front. They just kind of hang out. I built a little condominium for the squirrels, and they hang out in it. If you look at my Instagram page, you can see all my squirrels that I've rescued.
I'm not following you on Instagram.
And I don't want you to.
Now, just because, excuse me here, now because of the squirrels, I will. You don't have to follow me back. I'll just be a creep and I don't know. Is that how that works?
I reckon.
I'm new to Instagram.
I don't like Instagram.
I'm over social. I can't even begin to tell you.
I can't even.
I literally can't.
If I didn't have the podcast page or promote gigs, I would not have Facebook.
I have Facebook just for roasting people.
Yeah.
I get in Facebook jail all the time because, you know, I have a sense of humor, which is rare nowadays.
You do?
But it's not a good one, but I have a sense of humor, and just, I like to get on swap and shop pages and argue with people. I don't know, it's like a pastime
for me. Those are the best things in the world. I cannot, some of the petty drama on there, like somebody was on our local one the other day, they were upset because somebody was 6 minutes late to buy something, and the person had messaged them and said like, hey, I apologize, and then they just like ranted about it. I hate those
They're so petty.
It is unreal, this stuff. Somebody was mad. I love dogs more than anything in the world. Somebody was legitimately mad.
You do love dogs.
I loved...
Oh, the animal.
The animal. No, I'm not talking about my dating life. I'm talking about the animals.
I thought you were talking about Chinese food.
They were mad. Oh my God. I'm done with it. They were upset because they were feeding a dog a puppuccino out the window. That's the cutest thing I could ever imagine seeing in my life. You have to be the most miserable person on planet Earth to get on a page to complain about somebody feeding a dog a puppuccino.
What's a puppuccino?
It's just whipped cream in a little. It's not.
And the dogs.
Yeah, Starbucks gives dogs for.
I'm leaving. I'm done with this. I don't need puppuccino.
It's cute.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah.
Take your squirrel for one.
My dog's name is Big Nasty.
Take Big Nasty for
I love
Big Nasty.
Big Nasty.
Big Nasty was a rescue dog. I own a bottled water business, and I was selling water, trying to get a new account, and they were fixing to put the dog to sleep because this old man had dropped her off and went home and died. She had all her shots and everything, and I've had her forever. She's like 12 years old now.
God, please make this into a song. You're a musician. This is a song.
Well, I was like, hey, dog, get in the truck, let's ride, And I didn't have a name for her. She rode with me all day. Dog loves me. She's a golden retriever and a Jack Russell mix.
That's interesting.
So she's like a golden retriever, but the size of a Jack Russell. And she's adorable. Like the most beautiful dog.
I want to see a picture of her.
I'll pull her up in a minute. I'm old. I don't know. I can't multitask. I can't use a
He's the only person I know that has a rotary iPhone.
But I didn't know what to name her. And I noticed that, where did I cut? Well, probably when I noticed that she kept the cat box clean is all I'm going to say. Her name's Big Nasty.
That's disgusting. Why did dogs
So I love whenever people kiss her in the mouth and then I explain her name.
Big Nasty.
That's Big Nasty.
That's the best name.
We'll take Big Nasty for Puppuccino. She's going to love it.
Puppuccino.
I'm going to name my next dog Beans.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it'd be a funny name for a dog. Hey, come here, Beans.
I told you I was on this dog spotting society, and Frank's like, oh, that's for ugly girls. And I was like, no, it's for real dogs. But there's a dog on there, a pug, and his name is Beans.
Oh, yeah.
I literally just saw it. That's all I do. Like, people think, like, I'm doing interesting. Well, actually, I'm working when I'm on my phone mostly, but honestly, I'm looking at pictures of dogs just all the time. And and I know, like, all of them by name. There's one who his name is Oz, and he's got, like, an overbite. Mm-hmm. So the owner, this might sound stupid, types everything out as if he had, like, somebody who would talk with an overbite, like everything is like a PH sound.
No, yeah.
Come on.
It's so cute, it's disgusting.
It's so cute, it's disgusting.
So we were
talking about we were
talking about dad bods. I wanted to ask, because you're an expert, what makes a dad bod, since that's like the new thing?
Pot bellies.
So pot belly. So basically, every dude has a dad bod, is what you're saying?
Soft. You're just like a pile of mashed potatoes.
No, you got to understand. I'm like a bottle of baby oil away from owning a pawn shop.
What does that mean?
Like some of these dudes that own pawn shops, like have like this hair suit going on their chest, like the big gold chains.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think that's just what a dad bod is. It's somebody who just doesn't work out anymore, basically.
You look like your eyebrows are racing to the end of your nose.
You look like you get paid to put holes in cheese.
You look like you eat rocks for cereal.
This is beautiful.
His teeth look like a row of urinals.
Oh my God.
That's what I said about Gary Busey.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of I couldn't think of his name. I said, dude, that's urinal teeth. What's his name?
That's literally how you tried to recall Gary Busey.
No, what did we say the other day? We were like,
I was trying to think of the Nelson Mandela effect, and I called it the
Morgan Freeman effect.
I said, the Morgan Freeman effect, and I just kept going. I didn't realize I'd said it wrong.
No, you said the other day, you were like, who's that one guy that took NyQuil and DayQuil at the same time? And I was like, oh, Forrest Whitaker?
These are I'm never going to look at these actors again and be like, oh, okay.
Did you hear the latest news that Forrest Whitaker's wife has left him?
Oh, yeah?
Because she claimed he was seeing someone on the side.
God.
I'm so done with you guys. This is great. Oh, my God. Oh. Give me one more. You can't do it on demand.
I only like to talk when people want me to shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is right. All right. Shut up. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Have you noticed a friend talk about overwhelming emotional pain, distress-like feelings, hopelessness, or they're withdrawing from their friends?
It has been another fantastic Friends with No Benefits Friday. You guys legitimately made me laugh. Like, I didn't have to fake laugh.
No. We'll carry the show for you. We'll feed you, baby birds. Anyone listening?
Yep. My back hurts from carrying you for the last 3 hours.
Is it painful? Is it excruciating? Well, I have two of you on my back, so let me tell you.
Oh, wow. Cry me a river.
Duncan Cannon.
Yeah.
Frank Sykes.
Sykes Appeal.
Sykes Appeal. This is the name of one of your bands, right?
Yeah,
Sykes Appeal. Very clever.
Appeal.
What was the alternate?
Unprotected Sykes.
I love that. You should make another band just for that, featuring yourself.
Yeah.
Never mind. I could go into band names for an hour.
Let's not do that.
That's not, because I've got some really good ones.
I like to hear these, just like the rest.
I like how you said next time, like I'm coming back. I'm blocking your number as soon as I leave. You're saving my phone as Radio Lady.
You're just going to block it.
Radio Lady. Block.
Hey, you started this whole shenanigan when you decided to answer the phone in your shower. Yeah. I hope you regret this
New
deeply.
phone. Who dis?
Who dis? Well, thank you guys seriously so much for coming in this morning. I know you're both very busy. Duncan, we have to go back to work, and you guys have your own podcast. You gotta go. Yes. So check out their podcast. It's called Frank and the Jobber.
Frank and the Jobber. We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Frank and the Jobber.
But look on Facebook, because to me it's funnier because we look funny.
Yeah, we look funny. We're always posting stuff. There's some stuff that YouTube bans that Facebook doesn't ban, so we'll post those videos.
People definitely want to see this.
Yeah, we just did a. We're going to start doing movie reviews. We just did a review of Friday the 13th, Part 8.
Yeah, it was really good. It was like a reaction video while we were watching the movie.
Oh, this is beautiful. What's the next movie?
I think we're either going to do Jason X or Dolomite.
I want to do The Gate.
Oh, we can do The Gate. The Gate's a really good movie.
I don't know what that is.
You're a child.
But I'll find out.
Yeah.
Compared to you, age-wise, yes, I am a child.
I'm Father Time.
Yeah, but also at the podcast, we're going on the road. We're doing a live comedy show on November 21st at the VFW in Jessup, opening for Briggy and.
Look at me! I can't remember.
Briggy and Angelo.
Well, it's going to be a good time. So anybody who's up that way, you can get out there, go check it out. Anybody else? You guys want to give a shout out to say hey to anybody?
We're just going to roast the crowd when you come. By the way, so just know that you're ugly ahead of time when you get out there.
Hold on to this fact and then roll with it.
Yeah, I'm a shook cat. You can't throw me in front of a live audience.
No, I'll just give a shout out to my wife, Starla. She's wonderful.
Hi, Starla.
I'll give a shout out to my old lady. Courtney, what up,
lady?
What up, wife?
Have me a Spam sandwich ready. I'm coming to the house.
Oh my God! Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful weekend. I'll be back Monday, 6 a.m. bright and early to do the same thing, chit chat with you all morning long, and play all your country favorites.
Walter Jocelyn, owner of Jocelyn Homes in Camden County.
Sure, my Spam sandwich is ready.
My bank
delicious.
is Pineland Bank.
Thank you guys so much, seriously, for getting up so early and coming in and doing this. It's been a lot of fun. You guys are great.
Professional and easy to work with. I'm glad to know Pineland Bank is here for me.